Hello and welcome to the Gold and Silver Club oil price forecast for the 8th of November 2017, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. The oil price forecast will include fundamental outlook, a snapshot of the latest developments, oil technical analysis with our daily trade idea, and economic calendar, the key events to watch. Fundamental outlook, a snapshot of the latest developments. Oil prices have rocketed this week, breaking out to 2.5-year highs, rallying on an anti-corruption purge led by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, where some of the kingdom's political and business elite have been arrested. This wave of arrests has already had a big impact, and it's likely to make the kingdom more hawkish on oil prices. In fact, hedge funds have now amassed a record bullish position near record highs in almost all parts of the petroleum complex, anticipating that the prices will continue to rise. Other fundamental factors that are supporting the price currently include global demand, which is growing strongly, crude oil inventories, which have declined rapidly, and the US rig count, which saw US drillers cut 8 oil rigs last week, the biggest reduction since May of 2016, helping again to support prices. Indeed, OPEC sources have indicated that production cuts will be extended and $60 should be the floor for oil prices next year. Now, of course, OPEC is expected to extend a cut of around 1.8 million barrels per day into the whole of 2018 at the next OPEC meeting on the 30th of November. So with that, let's move over to the charts and talk you through our trade idea. Oil technical analysis with our daily trade idea. Moving over to the charts, first of all, we'll have a look at Brent crude oil, then we'll have a look at WTI crude oil. Brent crude oil right now is trading at $63.64 per barrel. It is up 2.6% on the week so far. The next major level of resistance above currently sits at $65 per barrel. So if we were to see oil continue this acceleration higher, that is the next target, $65 per barrel. Now, from a trade idea point of view, we are looking to get back into any pullbacks here. We have two major zones that we're looking at for pullbacks. Either a pullback back towards $60, we would be looking for oil to get a bid at that level and ultimately looking to buy back into oil at a better price. If it was to pull back to that level, it might be that oil only has a very shallow pullback or consolidates in the coming days, and we would also be looking at opportunities to re-enter oil at approximately $62 to $63 per barrel on short-term pullbacks here as well. So from a trade idea point of view, and you can see a rejection candle which is currently forming on the daily chart, any pullbacks here taking us back down to the next major levels of previous resistance, which could then turn into support, would be treated as buying opportunities as long as they get well supported. So we will be looking at the potential to re-enter into oil on pullbacks over the course of this month. Now, moving over to WTI crude oil, currently trading at $57 per barrel. WTI crude oil is up 2.2% so far this week. Very much like Brent crude oil, has also broken above 2-year highs here. You can also see short-term overbought with developing a rejection candle on the daily chart. The next major overhead level of psychological resistance for WTI crude oil resides at $60 per barrel, and we would be also looking for pullbacks as buying opportunities here. So from a trade idea point of view, $55 per barrel is a very key level for oil to hold here. If it was to retrace, we would be looking for re-entries on oil on a revisit back towards that previous level of major resistance of $55 per barrel in order to re-enter for additional long positions here, taking the price up higher in the lead up to the OPEC meeting at the end of the month. Now, of course, if you'd like access to the exact trades that we will be taking at the Gold and Silver Club, including our entry, our exit, our take profit, trade management on every single trade, make sure you stay on to the end of today's session and we'll provide you with details of how you can become a member of the Gold and Silver Club. Economic calendar, the key events to watch. With respect to oil, the major news items we want to watch out for this week will be Wednesday's crude oil inventories and also Friday's Baker Hughes US oil rig count. Last week, US drillers cut 8 oil rigs, the biggest reduction since May 2016, helping oil to break out into the close on Friday. And we also saw a decline in oil inventories last week. Both of these news items being a catalyst for higher prices last week, so we will be watching the data very closely this week for further trading opportunities on oil. Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Then the private members live trading room is definitely for you. For more information on the private members live trading room, please visit www.thegoldandsilverclub.com.